Hey everybody, it's Dan Shepis. I figured I'd say hi again, and I want to show you today on how to actually ship something with Pirate Ship. I'm not sure how much you've heard of Pirate Ship before, but it's essentially a tool where you can plug in any address that you'd like to mail it to, the dimensions, whether it's a box or a padded bag. And you can also do international. You can also do media mail. You can do customs forms. You can do a whole bunch of stuff. So I'm going to kind of do a sample run for you, and I want to show you kind of how everything works. So, all right. This is the package we're going to ship. I kind of cheated already. I know the dimensions and the weight here, but I'm going to go to that in a second. Now, if you're going to consider actually shipping things on your own, I recommend getting your own bags, padded bags, right? You can get them usually for about, I think about 50 cents or less, depending on how many you buy, right? Also, highly recommend boxes. If you're like me, you basically are shipping games or similar things that aren't, not real big and not usually over a pound, I would recommend 10 inches by 7 inches by 5 inches on the box. Or you could get 9 by 6 by 4. Those are two very common sizes that will fit most things. You can obviously go bigger as well. 12 by 10 by 8, things like that. So, all right, now, so I have my item. I sold an item on eBay, and I want to actually pack it, and I want to kind of show you the whole process. So first thing you're going to need is I recommend picking up a USPS scale. You just go to the post office. Last time I checked, they were about $35. So this is going to match exactly, or any competitor, UPS, FedEx, right? It's gonna the way it's gonna be accurate with this scale. Also, a couple other things. Tape measure. This one's kind of a broken, beat up one, but you need this to know the dimensions of your boxes and your bags. Now, if you're using the same ones, you won't need that because you'll know the dimensions, but chances are you'll have to get, a bigger box one day, or a narrower box or whatever, and you're gonna need tape measure. Also, very simple, Sharpie. I always write the dimensions and the weight of the package on the package itself, and then I actually put the label on top of that so you don't see it. That's just so, if you're doing 10, 20, 30 packages at one time, you're not going to remember what's in every bag or box, right? So, and last but not least, I recommend getting bundle tape, right? Packing tape. Don't use, Scotch tape like you would for gifts. You need packing tape. You need strong stuff. I recommend the Scotch. I think it's like $13 for 6 of these rolls. So definitely pick these up as well. Okay, so we're going to process. We have our scale. To turn it on, you just have a little button here to the right. It's going to calibrate. Now, this is our bag. Just to be clear here, this is 11 inches by 9 inches. And sorry, my hand's a little bit over the thing here. But this is 11 inches by 9 inches, and this is 8 ounces, but I'll just show you. Put it right on the scale after I packed it up. Oh, it's 8.1. It's actually good that I redid that because you have to make sure that is 9 ounces for USPS. If you put 8 ounces, there is a small chance that, actually not even a small chance, because they have to check it in and weigh it, that they're going to charge the person on the other end if you just drop it off like that, or they'll charge you there because you're inaccurate. So 9 ounces on this. I'm glad I checked. Cool. So now, hey. So now I want to actually go on their web interface and show you how you plug this stuff in. So, next time you run into this, you'll know what to do. So again, this is our package. It is 11 inches by 9 inches, and it is 9 ounces, right? All right. So let me just go to Pirate Ship separately here. Don't mind this. So this is Pirate Ship, right? So Pirate Ship is, again, a web tool where you can plug in addresses and you can ship right through here. You can print out your labels, and I'll show you how to do that a little later in this video. But so the first thing we want to do here is we want to go, you're going to have to sign up for an account if you don't have one, but it will assume you have an account already, and you're going to go to ship single. Okay. And I kind of pre-did a BS address here just to kind of show you how this works, right? But if you want, like say you sold something on eBay or Mercari or something like that, you can just paste the full address here and it'll actually copy right into these fields. So very cool with that. let's see what else here. So, all right. So now with the type of packaging, you can choose between box, envelope, or even the kind of the pre-flat rate boxes here as well, if you want to do that. I don't usually choose that because I buy my own here, but typically it would just be box or padded envelope. And in this case, it's a padded envelope, right? Because it's, remember how we said it was 11 by 9, so we're gonna plug that stuff in right here. 11 inches by 9 inches. And then the weight was 9 ounces, remember? We can just change that to a 0. You don't and keep in mind for that 0, you don't have to put that initially. There was a 1 there I put as a mistake, so that's why I had to change it. And then 9 ounces. Now, as you can see here as well, you have different services that you could add to the package, right? So you can do signature confirmation. So if you want somebody to have to sign to receive that package to ensure they get it, that's a good thing to have. Insurance, you can obviously insure your packages for how much ever you'd like. I don't know the exact numbers, but I believe the top on USPS is around 20 grand, and then the top, and that's the same thing for UPS. I don't know about FedEx. And don't quote me on that because I'm not positive, but I know it's up there. Now, qualifies for media mail. So if it's educational, meaning books, music, or films, you can actually qualify for media mail, which basically, it doesn't matter how big it is, it'll be cheap, right? You could send probably a 20-pound box of books for like $5 or $6, right? Irregular packages as well. So if you have like tubes, for like posters or wooden crates or tires or things like that, you can check this here. They're handled a little bit differently, right? Whether you have hazardous materials, if you've ever been to the post office, they'll probably say something along the lines of, is there anything liquid, fragile, perishable, or potentially hazardous? That is what they're referring to here, okay? Customs forms. So that is for international shipments. Customs forms are required. And this is also from military APOs and FPOs. I should probably say that as well. You have to fill these out, but the beauty of this is you can do this all right through here. Like for example, if I went to customs forms, check this out. It'll actually just pop right up, and I just literally plug and play, right? So you can also save it for whatever. So we're gonna go this time just to get rates, because now we've filled out all the information we want, where it's going to, where it's from is automatically set. And then, okay, so it's for the service it's recommending here is first class, which is $4.62. One thing you'll notice here, it says $6.15 retail. That means that if you went to the post office with this exact package and these exact dimensions, it would cost you $6.15. So, I mean, just roughly, you're saving about what, $150 or $113, I think it is. No, I can't math right now. I lied. It's $153, I think, if my math's right. So you're saving $153. You're essentially saving 1/3 just by shipping it this way. And that's why I highly recommend you consider this. So one thing also here as well, you'll notice the sort by. You can sort by the best. So it will give you the best option for shipping it to the person you're shipping it to, which is the same one. Ironically, the cheapest is the same one. Or you can change to UPS for some reason if you want to do that. Now, I'm going to be honest, I don't understand why people send small packages via UPS or FedEx because they're a lot more expensive. However, UPS and FedEx for kind of bigger packages that are heavier are actually a lot cheaper than USPS. So just take that as a note, right? So you kind of see all this information. I'm going to kind of withhold some here, but I'm going to buy this label just to show you how this works, right? So I'm going to buy this label. Now, cool. It's going to Daniel Shepis, the sample address I made here. It's going to give me the tracking information, which can be copied right there, okay? It's ready to print. It's paid for. It's telling you it's first class package, zone 1, kind of an expected date. Now, all you would do is print your label, okay? So we'll do this. So it's going to look something like this. Now, with this label, I'm just going to print it. I'm going to show you how to print it. Now, when you print, I have 2 label printers. I'm going to show you those in a minute because they're important. I'm going to print it on my Rollo, which I just got because I thought my Dymo ended up breaking, but it did not. So I'm just going to do it on the Rollo here. Okay. And the Rollo is going to do its thing. It's usually pretty quick. And boom, there's your label. And then all you would do is literally, because it's a label, you just rip it off the machine, peel it, slap it right there, and you have a completed package that's ready to be shipped out. So all you need to do then is bring it to the post office, and you just hand it to them. It's pre-labeled or pre-packaged, right? So all you need to do then is hand it to them, and you're good to go. And the beauty is it keeps all your tracking information and all the people that you've sent to in the last, I think it's like six months, something like that. Keeps all that information there. So if you want to go there and see the status of it, you can see where each individual one is instead of just withholding all the receipts. So, and one more thing I want to show. This is my Dymo 4XL. This was my first label printer. It is not wireless like the Rollo. The Rollo is wireless. The one thing that's different about this, however, is the labels are actually inside. In the Rollo, I'll kind of show you here. Sorry, I'm switching again my face. With the Rollo here, see, the label came out here, and they're kind of just back here. There's nothing that's actually held on the machine. Something that bugs you, and to be honest, it bugs me a little bit. You might want to consider the Dymo. Now, let me tell you one more downfall about, or sorry, negative or con about the Dymo. It is very maintenance heavy. What I mean by that is sometimes it just won't print. And you got to take out the USB cord, put it back in, power it off, power it on, reload the paper, things like that. So do consider that before buying the Dymo 4XL, but it is a good machine. I've done probably 1,000 labels with it at least, and it hasn't broken yet. Also, with the Rollo, so I haven't had it long enough to give you an accurate review. However, as of right now, I mean, look, it's very clean. It seems very maintenance heavy, or sorry, maintenance light. And it's been printing labels as it should. So right now it's good. I can't tell you in a year if it'll break or not, but as of right now, I like that as well. So I guess I'll end it with this. That is how you ship via pirate ship. And stay tuned for future videos because I'm going to do, if you're interested in, I know some people hate grading. I'm sorry if you do. But I'm going to show you how to submit with VGA because people that know grading know that VGA submission process is very, anxiety inducing. And what I mean by that is it's very, it's very manual. And there's not really a tracking process until it actually gets to them. So I'll explain that in my next video, but until then, have a fantastic night and thank you for watching.